Your story. You're watching WCBI Sunrise.
Hey guys, welcome back into Sunrise. It's our favorite day. Cowboy Colin is in studio today.
Yeehaw.
And you've got all the good news and 3 rodeos we're going to talk about. But first, before we get to the big show right there, we're going to talk about all these good little horses.
Absolutely.
Okay, so tomorrow we need to go to Friendly City Books. They're our friends here on Sunrise because we're doing a ribbon cutting.
Yeah, ribbon cutting for the Friendly City Books for the children's section.
Okay.
They've already had children's books before, but now that Emily's got a bigger store and a bigger venue, they've got a whole segment set up back there from little kids to medium kids to teenage kids.
All kids.
They all have a place to hang out, a little couch, little place to, set up a little rodeo, cause some trouble. Read some books.
Read some books. I don't hear anything bad about that. Okay, this next event, I'm glad you added it. So, Paint and Prosecco in downtown Columbus.
Yes, Prosecco's a little drinky drink, but you need to go to Fire Up Studios, which is on Main Street in downtown Columbus, directly across from Friendly City Books.
Oh,
So
okay.
June 7th.
Could you book too?
Yeah, you need to book ahead of time. I think 703-423, I think it's 9301. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be.
And it says, join us for the tastiest day of the year.
Yeah, a little sippy and a little painty. That's the best thing you can do in the world. Put that pinky out and have a good time and relax. Plus, it's downtown. Wonderful event.
All right, so this next one, so Saturday in West Point, there's a 5K walk, and it's also to talk about gun violence awareness.
Yes, so it's Gun Violence Awareness Month. You're supposed to wear orange this weekend. They have a 5K peace walk and run. That's going to be on Saturday. And then on Friday, starting at 4 o'clock, we're going backwards here, they got a rib cook-off.
Oh, okay.
So the rules are on the flyer. Facebook me, find out, go to West Point Life. They've got a rib cook-off. Everybody's going to go in there cooking some ribs. And then at 6 o'clock, they have a prayer walk or prayer service. And then after that, you get to eat the ribs.
Okay, so I was like thinking I would want to reward myself with the ribs.
And if you eat too many ribs, you go to the peace walk and run the next day. Work it off.
Okay, so you're probably going to need something to drink with the ribs you see behind us. And so we need to get ready for the Golden Triangle Lemonade Day.
This event keeps getting bigger and bigger. You do need to register. So Golden Triangle Lemonade next Saturday, June 14th. Kids are going to be set up all over the Golden Triangle. I think over 100 stands.
Wow.
It teaches them about entrepreneurship, takes them through a little app, takes them through a program, and they learn how to keep track of their money, do some marketing, build some business, and most of them are for charity, for a good cause. So.
All right, so Colin, get your cowboy boots. You got one boot on.
I have one boot on.
Because we're going to Amory first. For
Yeehaw! My long storied time as a cowboy. The Bulls on Main up in Amory is my favorite event. They started this last year.
Yeah.
They just were eating lunch one day, had an idea, and decided to do it. So they bring live bulls to Main Street. So they took them for a while to catch up with the name for that. It's Bulls on Main. And this is later this month. All 3 of these events that are going to be there. They're going to have bulls there. They have mutton busting. Mutton's another word for sheep or lamb, I believe.
Oh,
and
like
you
when they
bust
ride them?
I don't know if
Like
you
when
get to
the kids
ride. I'm
ride
not sure. I think the kids get to ride them. We'll have them sign a waiver or something like that. So.
All right, and then our next one is the Lowndes County Rodeo. We've had them on several times, but
They're doing a phenomenal job there. This is essentially a charity rodeo. It benefits United Way, Loaves and Fishes, and a bunch of other groups. It's out at the horse pavilion here that they built a couple of years ago, the Lowndes County Arena and Pavilion.
Okay.
And they've got a pretty full lineup of bronco busting and all that sort of stuff. The rodeo starts at 7 o'clock. Both days. Going to be a wonderful event. And again, it's for charity. My favorite thing to do as a cowboy is charity.
All right. And then next, you're going to head to Clay County.
Yes. So the very next week, Sheriff Eddie Scott, July 4th and 5th. This is probably the closest of the 3 to a formal rodeo. They've got like 10 different events there, barrel racing, all the cool stuff, bronco busting. It's $10 for adults, $5 for kids.
That's not bad at all.
It's going to be a wonderful thing for the community, and especially get out there and interact with law enforcement. And again, it's at the Cattle and Stockyard, so you're going to have some like professional rodeo types.
Yes, Loomis. He's like the professional. Y'all know if y'all live in West Point.
Yeah, if you're in West Point,
I've
been kicked in the head enough times that I can't quite remember everything about the rodeo, but it's been a I'm looking out at the range. I'm looking out on the range and remembering that life that I've left behind.
All right, guys. Well, that's all the good news we have. Make sure you keep sending it in and send Colin some pictures of you in your own cowboy hat.
And we'll rope it in.
All right, guys. We'll see you after the break.